Now I'm going to walk out of the studio because we have a very special guest on the program tonight. A guy I have been wanting to meet for 4 or 5 years now. About 4 years ago, a guy came into my office and said, there's this comic, and you're in his act, and he hates you. He's making all this fun of you. So finally, after all these years, I get to meet my arch enemy, Patton Oswalt.
I unabashedly, sincerely love that we have religion.
Patton Oswalt grew up in Sterling, graduated from Broad Run High School, and followed his dream of performing stand-up comedy. He got a break as the voice of Remy the Gourmet Rat in Ratatouille, went on to star as an obsessed football fan in Big Fan, and now co-stars with Charlize Theron in the cutting-edge comedy Young Adult. He talks about growing up in Sterling in his stand-up act, and here's where I come in.
I owe this guy a dinner because he made me the little world traveler I am today. Arch Campbell on the local news outside of D.C. Oh my God, this guy, he would review movies. He would literally say stuff like, yeah, there's this new movie from Australia, so right there, whatever. Called The Road Warrior. Now, let me get this straight. It's the future. There's no gasoline, but everyone's driving around in cars. I don't get it. No stars.
And now look, here he is. Patton Oswalt. I have been waiting so long to meet you.
I've been waiting very long to meet you.
You know, I understand you feel like you owe me a dinner.
You owe me a dinner. Why? I feel like you're a ventriloquist dummy right now. Why am I sitting here next to you?
To let me tower over you.
Oh, I know. God.
Finally, I've got something I can control over you. Why would you owe me a dinner?
I don't know. Hey, listen, you owe my grandparents tickets to The Road Warrior because you gave that thing the worst review, and my parents wouldn't take me, so I had to trick my poor grandparents to take me to see The Road Warrior, and it scarred them for life. They're both dead now.
I get the feeling that you feel like I have scarred you for life. What did I ever do?
You made my childhood very difficult because every movie I wanted to see, you would give it a horrible review.
Really?
And then parents would go, see, Arch Campbell hates it. And I go, but he doesn't understand. You gave Blade Runner 2 stars.
I gave Blade Runner 4 stars.
Not when it came out.
Yes, I did.
What?
Yes, I really did.
Show me the videotape.
Well, we have to go to the Smithsonian.
Yeah,
it's
let's
been
go to
so
the
long
Smithsonian.
ago.
The Pink Floyd's The Wall. Pink Floyd's The Wall. Which, all right, I'm not going to go through a litany of every movie that you. Oh God, Arch.
Let me. You know, about 4 years ago, a guy walked into my office and he says, "Arch, there's this guy, and he talks about you, and he hates you."
You know what? It's not so much that. How am I not strangling you right now? It's just that it's that weird memory of wanting the cool stuff to come in, but you were the arbitrator of it as far as my parents were concerned.
The arbiter of good taste.
Yes.
The arbiter of good taste.
Yeah.
You know, the guy came, he says, "This guy hates you. I looked you up. You were the voice of a rat in a cartoon."
Exactly, yeah.
The rat in the cartoon.
A gourmet rat was angry at you. Oh, Arch, I swear to God. I swear to God. What else do you have on your sheet of lies here?
Right here.
Go ahead.
Your act. Can I read you a little bit of this?
Yes, please. Go ahead. Right ahead.
I'm quoting you now.
Okay.
"And the person who administers your test year after year until you can't take it and you leave is the movie critic on the local news. That's the guy whose job it is to keep everything relevant and cool and important away from you. So you have to get off your and find it on your own initiative. And the guy we had, I owe this guy a dinner. I have you in print saying this.
Oh, shoot, do I say that?
I owe your guy this dinner because he made me the little world traveler I am today, Arch Campbell."
Oh, wait a minute, you're right.
On the local news.
Wait a minute.
He would say things like,
"You kept the gate closed, so I had to climb over it." Oh, I do owe you a dinner. So see,
I did you a favor.
You did do me a favor.
You grew up in Sterling, Virginia.
You know what you were? You were the Mr. Miyagi, making me sand the floor, and I didn't realize I was learning defensive karate moves. Yeah, I was growing up in Sterling, Virginia, watching you on Channel 4.
And where did you go to high school?
I went to high school. I went to Broad Run High School in Ashburn, Virginia.
And the event scarred you?
Yeah. Well, it wasn't one event. It was a constant day-to-day training in what to look for. Oh my God, I do owe you a dinner.
You owe me a dinner.
Oh wow. Wait a minute. So you were my phantom sensei the whole time. I didn't even know. I thought you were my tormentor, but you were actually helping me out.
Well, okay, now tell me, give
Arch, you weren't my arch enemy. You were the arch on the bridge to my destiny.
I've gone back through my notes.
Oh,
I've gone back through my notes.
Okay.
I thought Ratatouille was great, and I really enjoyed Big Fan.
Oh, you did?
You were a guy living in the basement, and a bunch of football players beat the crap out of you.
Yes.
And then this new movie, Young Adult, which still references high school.
Yes, very much so.
I thought it was brilliant. So, what are you doing wrong?
Yeah, exactly. What am I doing wrong?
I've been giving you good reviews.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, exactly. But it was... Oh, hang on. Wait a minute. Arch, you're giving me nothing to work with. You're being so nice right now. Yeah, I mean, I guess I'm... Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute. If you're giving me good reviews...
Yes.
But you didn't...
Maybe I've grown.
I never... Maybe
You think I've grown?
Maybe you've grown and I've mellowed. Should I forgive the 2 stars you gave to the Road Warrior?
We've met in the middle.
I gotta get beyond that.
I think that's a good line.
Wait a minute.
It's
Young
the
Adult
future.
is about having to get beyond high school. I have not got beyond you giving the Road Warrior 2 stars. I've got to.
We're
if
gonna
anything,
get beyond.
Yes. Hey, maybe we should get beyond Thunderdome.
Well, are you pleased with yourself? Because you have made me a once beloved broadcaster, now an object of derision. Small children point me out on the street and laugh maniacally at me because of you. Thank you.
I was not trying to make you an object of derision. I was trying to make you a pariah. There's a huge difference, all right? I was trying to make you a social pariah. But you know what? You actually did. You fulfilled a very important role for the youth of DC through the 80s.
I see.
You were the pitiless gatekeeper, and the ones that didn't get beyond the ones that went, well, Arch said it's 2 stars, we're not going to go see that. It was like you were testing them, and I passed the test by turning away from you and making you my enemy.
Well, I can't be your enemy because I really admire your work.
And I can't be your enemy anymore either because I realized that you were helping. You know what you were? You were Severus Snape. The whole time, you seemed like the villain and you were actually helping people out.
What more can I say?
Well, now you need to die so I can bury you on a beach.
I think we'll be right back.